1 second, I just need...
Good evening, good day, good morning, wherever you are. Welcome to Cheftastic TV. It is the 19th of July. I'm joined by my beautiful colleague from Germany, Satan Inside. I am Leadhead, of course. How is everyone doing today? We have 250 FPS. Another round. Do let me know in chat how is the audio levels. I currently see that Satan Inside, you might be a little bit more quiet. I can turn you up, I can turn you down. All should be under my control. No Rob today. He's enjoying the summer festivities of festivals, I guess.
Another festival. Damn, he's living the life.
Yeah, dude just does not know how to take a break. I mean, you gotta use those, use that opportunity while you still can, you know? Yeah. I haven't done this for so long that I don't even know where to start. I guess let's take a look at them, the matches that we're actually gonna be looking at today. So... what do we have? We have Pavel versus Cherepov, that's going to be the first one. Fog versus Pavel immediately after. Ash versus Cherepov. Cypher versus Fog. Fog versus Ash. Helldown versus Cypher. And Ash versus Helldown. So, if you remember correctly, our stream last time got cut short pretty quickly. Because Helldown had some... he had a power outage, apparently. So, he's now going to be playing those two games today, it looks like.
Okay.
What are your standouts? What are you looking forward to, especially?
I'm looking at the table right now, and at least now Cherepov and Pavel are not far apart. That's 4th place versus 6th place right now. So, gonna be very interesting.
Oh, you're correct, yeah. Ash hasn't played that much games yet. He's only played 3. But still, I mean, Cherepov, I think he's done pretty well so far. 2-0 victory against Kilson, actually. Ooh, I missed that. 2-0 victory against Sparty as well. Like, those are really strong opponents. Still ended up winning against them. So, got a pretty good chances against Ash as well, in my opinion.
See, gonna be a lot about the mentals, what happens in this game first, I think.
Absolutely. And, let me join the server, see how far they are. They're probably not gonna start for like another 2 minutes, so we have a bit of time. They are in the server already. But,
Internet is giving out a little bit. I'm afraid.
On your side or my side?
I think it's my side.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, seems to be back now. Let's hope for the best. That's a bit weird. Yeah. Now it says I'm offline, but the game is still running. What?
Oh wait, have they already started? I think they might have actually started. What?
Yes, they did. They're almost 2 minutes in, actually. Sorry, I thought you saw it.
No, nobody told me. Sorry about that, guys. As I said, I'm a bit rusty at this point. Let me set up the whole things.
The hell? Go back now. Between the maps, I'm gonna restart the tail scale thingy. Maybe that's the culprit here.
Very well.
Let's see. For now, okay, Pavel has picked up the first frag and a good stack, so that's a decent position. Both players leave the yellow. That's interesting. But I think Cherepov should be grabbing it now. Apparently not. It's still up. All items are up. Okay, finally the armor's picked up. Mega is waiting for somebody to get it. It's gonna be Pavel. Fully stacked now. He's gonna hurt. Okay, this time Sheriff the one with the red armor. Decent position to at least be a nuisance on the next pickup. Pavel says nope. I'm gonna take care of you first.
Very messy engagement there for Pavel. You could see that he really wanted to push the advantage of the stack that he had, but Cherepov actually very successfully evading a lot of that damage. Steals the red armor as well.
Oh, yeah.
A messy fight, but still Cherepov makes it work. Grabs the red armor mid-fight and secures himself the first frag. Pavel immediately doing a lot of damage off the spawn. Ooh, 2
so
health.
Yeah. Anti-Kratos. Can't even drop down to the red armor, but he's got kind of a lucky spawn there. Nothing else up. Yellow armor now. Sheriff is basically waiting on the mega health. Puff is basically Sheriff Pavel. That hits a lot of damage. Okay. There's Sheriff this time with a more graspable lead. Especially now with that red armor. He's looking good.
Oh, I'm getting connection interrupted. What happened?
I have no idea. This time I'm spared.
Okay, good.
All I can say is I feel like Tailscale is kind of taking over my LAN connection. Yeah,
cool.
it says Tailscale, and I do have problems sometimes. That I don't have internet intermittently, and when I turn off Tailscale completely, it works. I don't know what's going on there. Ooh, big rocketed from Pavel. Still with more stack, although both weak.
I don't even blame. Yeah, I don't even blame Pavel for trying to push that. You know, Cherepov, he was really weak.
Yeah. Kinda had to take the risk there.
But Pavel, you know, he secured that first frag really early on, but right now he is losing frag after frag. I think faster than I really would have expected from him. And oh dear.
Yeah, this is gonna be a tough one for Pavel. Just do a quick check up. It was Sheriff who picked this map. So he should feel comfortable.
It certainly does look like his map pick, you know, like the way that he's just roaming around the map. Feels like, yeah, he's just extremely comfortable right now. Great LG there, but takes quite a lot of rocket damage in return.
Yeah, one straight to the teeth from Pavel. But all these... Sheriff takes it. Yeah, these mid-range engagements. Pavel is playing a lot with a rocket launcher. I'm not even sure if he had a lightning gun there. Yeah, that makes it kind of easy for Sheriff to evade the damage. Oh, and he hits some beautiful shots.
You win. Oh,
okay, there's the forfeit. Yeah.
There is the forfeit indeed. Pavel versus Cherepov from 1 to 9. Very, very swift.
Okay. Number 2 will be Battleforged. Okay, yeah, but first a little stop on toxicity.
Okay, apparently I have the hit sounds on the wrong direction.
Vote now. Vote passed.
Oh, you have lighter sounds the more damage you do?
Yeah.
Or...
Usually I
Okay,
play
okay.
with play with no hit sounds with myself. Also, why is it on this? It should be
Prepare to fight.
ping? Ping. There we go. Map number 2, Battleforged.
1. Fight.
Both ready very quickly again. Sheriff spawns right by
Actually,
the...
that's a bit later.
He got the better end of the stick with the resources. As in... yellow armor on top of the mega head. Oh, but it's Pavel who takes the first frag. Good damage output and kind of the wrong weapon choice from Sherepov. Ties it up quickly though.
Yes, indeed.
So, back to square one. Yeah. A bit early for the mega health.
Yeah, and with the railgun there, not much he can really do. Oh, but the float! 2 health! I was convinced that Pavel is gonna go down there for sure, but I mean, still ends up going down. Especially given the fact that he was a little bit early to that red armor, but yeah.
That's the thing, he can tie it up, then he gets that additional frag again. And Sherepov always ends up with the item they are fighting about. Like now. Pavel's got the railgun, let's see what he can do with that. Some pot shots from the distance maybe.
Very good rockets there by Pavel, but it's not enough to get the kill. Then again, a refrag is definitely possible. Pavel, he has the rocket launcher, and we've seen how devastating some of his rockets can already be. 13 health on Sherepov. He's going to be forced away from the red armor. He does get the mega, though. No armor to his name whatsoever. Pavel pushing and scoring the 3rd frag now.
He has to make up for a little bit of it, and again he gets the return.
This is probably the most fast-paced Battleforged game that we've seen so far in the entire season, it feels like.
Yeah, definitely. You can be tactical and methodical and stuff, but yeah, you can also play like this. Good and probably important rail. Pavel's got a good stack to his name. Yeah, 11 frags after not even 3 minutes. That's quite a lot.
Yeah, it's kind of ironic, you know, that like we've usually seen Battleforged games be the ones that go like, you know, maybe 4 frags, 5 frags throughout the entire 10 minutes, and right now we're basically double of that, just 2 minutes in. Pavel, though, he's looking pretty good finally for the first time in this match. Again, he's gonna abate the mega health. Sherepov, he still does pretty decent damage, but it's not enough to survive the offense.
Impressive.
And he might be able to convert this 1 frag into a long-term success. Oh, but the jump pad! Oh, and Cherepov's rails! What?
Yeah. There it is again. Though this time the refrag potential for Pavel.
Yeah, but with this mega pickup, I think that's gonna be still scary. We've seen already once that, like, you know, overcommitting even just by a little bit at this skill level, you know, you get punished hard, so I wouldn't expect these guys to keep stepping on the same rake over and over again.
I mean, it would be entertaining.
No, definitely.
But, yeah.
Guys would just be farming, you know, frag movie material.
Impressive.
Pavel taking a lot of unreturned damage at this point. He is collecting every item on the map, though. Sharapov, he's on the red already. Pavel a little bit out of position. I mean...
Yeah, that was one of those patented Pavel face rockets. Straight off the teleporter exit. That's the point. He works up a little bit of a stack advantage, but he can't really use it. That's the main thing right now. Sharapov does a pretty good job keeping his distance. I mean, you can't play too defensively on a 3-frag lead after half the map. That's not quite working out most of the time.
Yeah, Pavel right now very weak. I'm surprised that he's still even peeking, you know, like he knows that Sharapov is over at that yellow, he doesn't care. Still peeks with the rail. Oh my goodness, Pavel is doing, doing something very similar to Sharapov did just a moment earlier. And hitting rail after rail.
Yeah, Sharapov was down to 5 HP for quite some time, finally picks up a 25 bubble. Still not out of danger, of course. Hiding by the teleporter for a bit. And there it is. Okay, 2-frag difference and Pavel has the stack. There is potential to turn this around.
LG on LG fight. Who is going to reign supreme? It is going to be Sharapov as he secures his 9th frag. I mean, his LG has been actually pretty devastating. The accuracy says 38%, but actually, yeah, makes sense. Pavel is currently only on 31. To be fair, rockets have always been his more dominant weapon for sure. And I feel like Sharapov, like, he knows that he has that advantage, that he can just afford to push and engage in a proper, you know, 1 versus 1 on with the LGs.
Yeah, I'm just seeing Pavel is sitting on a way better railgun accuracy though. 58% at the moment. That's kind of huge. Let's see, how are the items? The items though well, the red armors are definitely way more Pavel's way. More mega healths for Sharapov. So yeah, it does look kind of even.
Usually I would say, you know, 6-10, 3 minutes remaining, Battle Forge this is done, but like, look at this, like, Pavel, he's shooting rockets like he can see in the future.
Yeah.
Sharapov trying to contest this yellow armor, but this might be a mistake. Never mind this, he turns it around. Pavel now forced to rocket jump out lest he be caught in a corner.
Back at the decent stack, yeah, but yeah, Sharapov is running.
This is still doable for Pavel, though. I mean, 2 minutes, 3 frags at the pace that we've seen so far. This is fine. As long as Pavel doesn't overcommit, you know, and he doesn't make any critical mistakes. Look at this, like Sharapov very low, oof, and the nasty rail there. Even Rocket jumps up and punishes the rail pickup. Sharapov unable to connect, and just like that, like 30 seconds, we might be seeing 3 frags that will tie the game up. Sharapov able to steal the yellow armor. Does not matter as he goes down and the game is tied. 1.5 minutes remaining.
Damn, that was fast. Like, literally popping off.
Yeah, like, I'm telling you, this is by far the most fast-paced Battle Forge game I've ever seen, and you know what? I'm loving it. It's actually great. Pavel is doing drive-bys. He's playing defrag with an opponent on the side, you know?
Yeah, just turned this around. And Sharapov is hurting and running and can't do anything about it. All of a sudden, the whole trajectory of the game is reversed.
Yeah, and the scariest thing is that if Pavel goes on the defensive, it can be really hard to actually get him out of that position. Because we've seen that, like, his defensive rockets, they're, like, on the same level as agents, you know?
Yeah.
You try pushing into him, and you end up taking, like, 300 damage when he's on 50 health himself.
He's also pretty good at soaking up... Oh, good one. The recovery items when he's low after the fights. Like, he was running away from Sherepov, and you could only see how the at the top the gauges, the bars filled up. Despite that, and yeah, GG. Seems like we're getting a third map.
Nice. That is how I like to see our games.
Yes.
Start.
More Quake is more better.
I just want to point out that the predictions were 2% for Pavel, 98% for Cherepov. So somebody's getting a lot of points on the on the Cheftastic TV Twitch.
Is that only for this map, or?
No, it's just for this map. I forgot to run the predictions for the last one, so I just forgot. Somebody was saying that, like, the volume for the game could be adjusted a little bit. Let's try this.
Let me check the details. What's that? That's oh yeah, 115 waged and 5,000 gotten. That's a good return.
Yes, indeed.
Oh crap, and as I was on Twitch, I was clicking on the player window to change POV.
I sometimes do the same thing. I'm like trying to figure out, like, oh, it's like, why can't I switch? But yeah, very good recovery there by Pavel. I'm pretty happy, you know, that both players, they got victories on their respective maps. Namely Cherepov, he picked Cure, and looks like he's won that. I'm gonna be starting on Cherepov this time.
3.
Predictions are up for the next 2 minutes. Where's Rob? Rob is at a festival or something. He's enjoying the summer. We are basement dwellers and we love Quake. So no summer for us.
This is our summer.
As God intended.
Yes, yes. Insert the meme of the guy closing the blinds because the weather is too good. Just so
Yes,
you can see better.
Cherepov right now holding the high ground, but what is this plasma gun coming out from Pavel? He somehow reduces Cherepov's stack down to like just 40 points of health. And Cherepov trying to do something similar himself, firing the plasma gun wildly in Pavel's direction, but it does not work, and Pavel just dropping down. He's taking a lot of damage. He almost dropped that frag.
Yeah, it was the missed rail. Otherwise that would have been at least a mutual, probably even a frag only for Cherepov. Holy shit. All of a sudden with the lightning gun, Pavel's stack started melting. Defensive rocket. What's up next to red armor? Right about now. Gets it. And the frag in the end. Very well played.
Yeah, the best part about this engagement is that he's still gonna have a lot of items to recover from. We can see him picking up one of the yellows. He's gonna find this 50 bubble as well. Ooh, but it might be contested by Pavel. No damage really inflicted though, and the drop down.
Yeah, Pavel hits the pillar. Unlucky.
Indeed. 2 minutes in, Cherepov with a 2 frag advantage. Again, still very fast-paced gameplay. That was a bit interesting fight there. I'm not sure really why Pavel even pushed in, to be honest.
Beautiful stuff from Cherepov. Hey, that rhymes. Yeah, Mega Health is his. 10 seconds until red, more than enough time. Pavel can't really contest this in any way. Maybe a shot out of left field. He's positioned up there. Sherepov just... Yeah, he's probably trying to delay a little bit.
Yeah,
for the next cycle.
That and feels like he was trying to maximize, you know, the potential gains of the red armor as well, given that he already had overstack. Might as well take a little bit of damage before actually picking up the red. Just so that he doesn't lose anything when... Ooh, very...
Ooh, I didn't consider that at the moment. But yeah, no way for Pavel at the moment into this game.
Just the damage output from Sherepov right now is kind of insane. Pavel can't really do much to contest it. 7 frags up right now, you know, Furious Heights, like, it's not really a map where you can make a comeback like that. I feel like Pavel is starting to run out of ideas what exactly to do, and he's just a little mindlessly pushing his opponent sometimes. Am I reading this right?
I think he tries to get a foot in the door somehow. At least get him weak enough that he can soak up a few of the major items and then start the real comeback. But so far, the idea hasn't paid off yet. Even if he's pushing, there was another face rocket from Sherepov coming in. And that ends, well, that try to make stuff happen. Okay, Pavel does get a red armor here. I'm not sure how well equipped he is in terms of weapons. Sherepov has run out of rails.
Does he care? He's got an LG, he's got rockets.
Yeah, that's it.
Honestly, I don't think he's all that concerned about him. Sure, the rail comes in handy, but at the position that he's currently in. Sherepov actually giving up a little bit of footing to Pavel. Both major items going to Pavel. I'm kind of surprised about this. Takes massive damage. Pavel actually gonna switch over to him at this point. He gets another red armor. He's in hunt mode at this point.
Still no frag happening, and Sherepov has got him equally weak again.
Oof, almost actually gets railed. He was still railable after that last engagement. Sherepov is like, what, 10 health at this point? And you just...
Yeah, 13.
13
and the yellow armor. And Pavel's got everything, finally mopping him up and putting the first frag on the scoreboard. But the second one, actually.
Impressive.
Okay. Okay, 7 strikes left. Not impossible, but again, Sherepov doing massive damage and slowing Pavel down that way. And now with a, 350 stack for Pavel, okay. We can go hunting. Sherepov completely passive. None of the players going for the second yellow.
I'm really not sure why did Sherepov even start like this very defensive play so early on. I mean, he had a decent position. He was basically equal on stack, and right now he's just given up so much, you know. There was an entire 2 cycles where he did not even contest the major items.
Oh, good rail hit from Pavel. Yeah, you get the feeling that Sherepov was trying to save that 9 frag lead over the finish line. And now he's kind of in hot water for it. Only 3 frags in difference left. I think Pavel did these frags even faster than Sherepov did.
Yeah.
In the beginning. Yeah, now he's hiding.
Like, once Cherepov gets into control and he tries to keep maintaining it, he's scary. He's extremely scary. Like, he's unbelievably hard to actually help damage. We've seen that, you know, like, his rockets, his LG, like, it's a force to be reckoned with, but his defensive play is not really as good as some of the other contestants that we have in 250 FPS. 2 minutes remaining, we have 3 frag difference. Pavel, he can still pull this off. You can see Pavel hunting. There we go, the killing blow comes out. 2
I
frags
think he had
remaining.
it off the rocket jump that he was at least available. There's number 8.
Both
Pavel
mates.
still has stack left.
Oh, and this is bad for Cherepov. He steals the mega, but at what cost, you know?
Yeah.
9-9. We are once again tied. Pavel might be coming back.
But that's 2 Pavel comebacks in 3 maps. Good stuff.
Yeah, and the worst part is that Pavel,
1 minute warning.
he's still in control of the map. He's collected basically everything from the like last 4 or 5 minutes. What happened to Cherepov? I'm really not sure. He should not have been in this situation in the first place. Red armor picked up mid-fight. That's gonna keep him alive for a little bit longer.
Not dying. Oh. Yeah, the way he survived for so long, he was screaming, and apparently every bubble just prolonged the inevitable. Okay, but that's it. Yeah, Pavel picking up the lead with 20 seconds to go. Yeah, now he's kind of on the back foot. But he's also getting the items. That's what Cherepov did not do. Cherepov not even going for the red here.
Pavel, be careful. He has no armor whatsoever, but the rock rails do not connect from Cherepov, and it's going to be 10-9.
Oh,
What?
GG. Oh, yeah.
What a comeback.
Comeback. Yeah, yeah. Insane. Insane. Yeah. Yeah, 2 brain cells, 1 thought. Insane stuff.
But still, I'm confused. Like, what happened? Why did Cherepov go so defensive early on? Like, that really made no sense to me. It feels like he could have kept the aggression going, and it would have been fine. But in the end, went on the defensive, ended up giving up all the items away. Maybe, yeah, he really thought that, like, you know, that 9 frag advantage is going to be good enough, but probably not. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure.
Yeah, that's the thing. The pure thought of playing defensively, okay. It's a bit early. I can understand where it comes from, though. With a 9 frag lead, you can start to change your strategy a little bit. But then he gave up on all the items. He he just, I don't know, snailed into a corner and stayed there, it felt like. And that did bite him in the ass in the end. So it was 50-50. Good comeback from Pavel, and really weird, overly defensive play from Cherepov.
Yes, indeed.
Okay.
Well, looks like we're gonna be going into Falk versus Pavel.
Combo kill. Prepare to fight.
Let me set up the things.
Yeah.
3,
Here we are.
2, 1, fight.
Didn't even need to switch servers. That's nice. Okay, good steal. Red armor, double rocket jump strategy. I am speed. Okay, Pavel expected Fog to come through the teleporter. Instead, it was from the 50 bubble hallway. And Pavel almost fully stacked. That's like 390. Hawk cannot keep up with that, and Pavel trying to sneak.
Pavel right now with a 200 stack. Fog playing very evasive at this point, and can't blame him. I'm gonna do a little bit of
he
damage.
saw what Pavel is capable of. Basically, yeah.
I assume this was Pavel's map pick as well, right?
Give me a second. Yes, it was. Fog wants to play Cure.
Yeah, not surprised. If I recall correctly, Pavel actually, he was able to contest, you know, even Kilson, who also really likes Blood Run. So, I really don't blame Fog for playing so defensive already from the very start. You know, as soon as he sees that he's just even an inch behind, Fog actually now in a terrible position. He has no stack whatsoever. The lower light armor is going to be up. He could try and gain some stack back on that. Still barely any health though.
Yeah, that's the biggest problem, I think. He couldn't even... Could he even use the whole yellow armor there? I'm not sure. But yeah, that beginning with Fog just not showing up anywhere, that was like, he saw the last two maps and he was like, that guy's scary. You know, hell no, I'm not gonna fight him. But yeah, Pavel has a decent control of the map now. Even now with like 4.5 seconds between both major items, it would be hard for Fog to get the red armor, because Pavel can immediately show up and do exactly this, except for the missed rail.
The missed rail is to give your opponent a false sense of security.
Yes, it's all the mind games.
Ooh, Fog, he tries to go for the rail, but he's gonna pay dearly even if he gets alive out of here. He does not. The spawn is also just devastating for Fog right now. The rails don't connect. A lot of plasma gun damage inflicted, but I don't think that's really gonna matter. Best case scenario of Fog, he's gonna be able to collect the upper yellow, which he does. Pavel rocket jump over the lower yellow, actually. Look at that timing, you know, like he gets a kill and in the same beat actually goes for the rocket jump backwards, because he's just that confident about the time that he's taking the fights. I love to see it.
Yeah, that was smooth. Yeah. Okay, I'm just checking on the standings again, and yeah, this time there's a bit of a skill difference, pretty obviously. You know, Pavel, as we established, on place number 6, Fog is on place 10, and so far only has won one match, and that was against Arseny. Pavel is looking a bit more even. Out of his 4 matches, he's won 2 and lost 2. I suppose the way it's looking now, this could be the 3rd win.
5-minute.
To be fair, I do think that Fog, like this map really does not favor Fog's playstyle whatsoever. Fog is more interested in, you know, getting some up close and personal fights, and this map is not it. He's trying to play the defensive game, but it's not working.
That must be the reason why Pavel immediately, as the first one, banned Arrow Walk.
Yeah, I feel like
because-
Fog actually would have a kind of okay chance on Airwalk.
Yeah. That's an in-your-face map if you've ever seen one.
Yeah. I mean, still, like, no matter, like, what map it really ends up being played, Pavel still has, in my opinion, just an advantage because of how much experience he has. Fog, even though he's been around for years as well, as far as I can tell, he's never had the, you know, the results that Pavel has. You look back at, like, the 125 FPS cups from back in the day. What was it? Like, God, like 2010, 2014, kind of like that period. Pavel was still there, you know, and Fog, he's been kind of more in the background. Only recently really showing up in tournaments.
Yeah, also, I think, but I'm not 100% sure, I think Fog also competes in Quake Champions, right?
If he does, then I've missed something very hard.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure. Maybe it's somebody else. Maybe it's Stone, another one with a who's named after a simple thing in real life.
Stone, yes, Stone. He's a bit of a rocket god in the Quake Champions circles. Man can't hit LG for the life of him, but gosh darn it, his rockets will find a way.
Bending around corners and shit. Yeah. At least it feels like. Okay, rails are being exchanged. Fog just does not find a way into this game. Actually, Fog hasn't got a single mega health as opposed to Pavel's 12. Fog only got 2 red armors, Pavel got 12. Even in yellow armors, Pavel has more than double, 9 to 19. Okay, so in terms of control, this is kind of very obvious.
Yeah, I think also just a very, very straightforward push there from Fog, you know, like... What do you really expect to happen there? Final score is going to be -1 to 5? Is it actually -1, or was it... I mean...
I think...
Pavel won, that's...
Yeah, I think Fog died at the end to something, and that was the trigger for the forfeit. Said, you know what, fuck this shit, I'm out.
Yeah, Pavel taking a very decisive victory.
Vote now. Vote passed.
Interestingly enough, the predictions were actually very similar, 52 to 48%.
Oh. Okay. That's kind of surprising, given the track record of both players so far.
Yes, indeed. But maybe the audience knows something that we don't. Anyways, we're going into map number 2. This is a Fog's pick, so slightly better chances for him, I guess.
3, 2, 1, fight.
We'll see.
I'm on Fog's perspective, by the way.
Yeah, same.
Very good.
Yeah, I think in duel we end up at the same person anyway. Usually after the first crack, it's gold. Yeah. That was not meant to be a rocket jump or something. That was just the rocket hitting the geometry.
That was a rocket mistake. Oh, but the killing blow of the rail doesn't hit, and Pavel almost ducked below the shotgun. What?
He won that fight with so much going wrong. Like the weapon choice for starters, going for the rail in that scenario.
Like, the rail, I can understand. He already had it in his hands, you know, might as well. Like, it's like he's dropping down. Should be an easy lineup hit. Kind of like that, you know? Like, that was really nicely done there by Fog. But then, like, missing 3 shotgun blasts in a row, dear God. Fog is, I think, a little bit rusty. There we go.
Good railings. Oh, and another one off the spawn. That's very important. He's got the stack. Pavel does not.
Mega coming up in 3 seconds. Pavel tries to go for it, but look at that. Fog has come online. He's currently at 81% rail.
How does he fight these angles? Damn.
I guess that's what happens when you actually get the map that you want to play.
Apparently, yes. Deep wisdom here.
Like, look at this, 84% rail right now on Fog. He's not missing, except for, you know, that super close range one that he did, but...
Those two, yeah. 11 out of 13. If he can keep this up, he also has almost double the damage output. 1100 to 600 and some. Damn. And the major items have been cleanly cut. All the reds, which is 4 so far for Fog, and all 3 megahertz for Pavel.
Not sure honestly like about this move by Fog to completely leave Mega uncontested. I believe I believe he could have at least, like, you know, tried like his rocket spam or something, you know, to maybe set up another rail angle. But Fog just, you know, merrily walked away as if it wasn't even happening. Nice trap here. I like this move. But he has to disengage. He does not have the stack to fully commit.
Yeah. It's a problem. Had Pavel not gotten that red armor, then maybe, but...
Just look at these rails. Wow.
Yeah.
He's finding rails that like rail angles that I didn't even know existed. Oh, and the rails continue. He's currently at, what is it? 13 out of 16. I was looking at his LG accuracy and was wondering how the hell did he fire from 150 rails already?
Yeah, wrong row. Pavel, on the other hand, I mean, here's how you can make statistics say everything you want. Pavel actually has hit 100% of rails so far, which was 1.
Which was 1, yeah.
It's absolute numbers and ratios.
It's still like these rails. Is Fog a Counter-Strike player? Because this is what it feels like.
God, I'm surprised brother isn't playing Instagym. Maybe he does under an alias. Who knows? Wouldn't be the first one, but yeah, he could light a fire under those guys' asses. And this time Pavel the one forfeiting at a minus. Same thing as before. That one actually being the trigger. That was a very short map, though.
I think he actually... There was a rule. There was a rule about no forfeits before 6 minutes. I think Pavel kind of broke that, didn't he? We were only 4 minutes in, no?
I didn't. Wait. I'm opening up the clip thingy.
The clip thingy.
The clip thingy on the Twitch thingy. And yeah,
I think Pavel even he forfeited too early even.
4 minutes and 8 seconds exactly how long this game took.
Yeah, this time actually people voting 80% for Fog on Curse. So on Cure, I mean, why did I write down Curse? I'm used to Quake Champions. Gosh darn it. Yeah, I'm on Pavel right now. This is gonna be map number 3. I'm glad to see that we're actually getting, you know, full mileage out of these maps.
Yeah.
Pavel off to a pretty good start. He's already stacked as all hell, and Mega hasn't even been picked up. Takes a rail, but immediately gonna be negated by the Mega pickup.
Also, yeah, this Furious Heights seems like a good middle ground map for those two, because you actually got both. You can do Fog's balls to the walls playstyle very well, and you can also run away and slow the game down. Just don't forget to pick up major items, and maybe don't do it at the 5-minute mark, no matter how big your lead is. But so far this looks very decent for Pavel, and what a rail hit, a second one. God, that upwards rail was kinda nuts.
Yeah, Pavel taking some notes from Fog, actually. I like this delay as well, actually going for the yellow armor first. Fog is not gonna have any idea, I believe, when the red is coming up. Fog actually forced to... I feel like he was actually forced to rocket jump off the wall lest he be caught in the corner there. Again, forced to rocket jump. Yeah, the last thing that you want to... Last situation you want to be in is when you have to rocket jump at like 50 health just so that you don't get destroyed by Pavel's rail. Fog is stuck in the corner, and that should be frag number 1, 2.5 minutes in. Pretty clean overall.
Yeah, still has a lot left if he can... Okay, he beats that rail, but still with that mega health he's... And the yellow, he's super healthy now. So basically Pavel in good health and Fog in danger. And again getting that 7-second time difference. So he can comfortably get to the next red armor from the mega pickup. Good stuff. Ah, hits another one of those. And then the easy ones miss. As usual, it's like playing billiards.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that could be it again for Fog.
This is a bit of a repeat of what we saw on Blood Run, I feel like, you know, where Pavel, he's got himself so far in control that Fog just seems to have no idea what to even do at this point. He's currently sitting at 1 red armor, no mega healths, and only 6 yellows.
Yeah, a bit hard to get a foot in the door if the door is littered with like claymore mines, automatic shooting, automatic turrets, stuff like that. Like, okay, how the hell am I supposed to do that now? Ooh, there's a rocket to Pavel's face.
Yeah, 2 pretty good rockets. They equalize the stack. Actually, Pavel is staying around the yellow armor spawn, but it's not coming out. Fog a little bit late to the LG switch, I feel. Could have actually...
Punishes it.
Yeah, still punishes it pretty decently. Could have at least pushed him off of the Mega though. That would have given him a great opening to steal the major item himself. But, I mean, look at this, like, at least both of these players now are approximately at the same stack, 100 and 100.
5-minute warning.
5-minute warning, though. 0-4 is the current score. Fog, he's still got a lot of work to do if he wants to get back into this match. He's stabilized the situation at least. Oh my goodness.
Oh, the damages are so close. When I'm checking this here, 1433 and 1444. It's super close, but again, all mega healths to Pavel, almost all red armors to Pavel, just the yellows are kind of even. Damn.
Yeah, Fog to this day has not gotten a single mega health. He might be trying to contest this one, but ooh, that rail actually puts him in a decent position. There's a second rail, immediately returned by Pavel. Third rail by Fog. The Fog machine is coming online. Like, what is going on?
Yeah, like on some carnivals or whatever. like festivals with rides and shit, you know. If the operator is doing his best, let's go voice and pushes the Fog machine, then you know it's gonna be a good ride.
Yeah, and like the rail is basically a laser show, you know.
Yeah, that fits as well. But nope. Ah. Pavel putting a foot on the door, shutting Fog down for now. I feel like that's it for this one. Okay, 4 minutes left. We know it can get fast, but how is Fog gonna do this? Pavel is not gonna leave every item up from now on. That would be quite the switch, because it would mean Tails is Tails. I'm reading the trails below the below the thing. So, yeah, Fog is that would mean Fog gets items. That's the thing. That's what would need to happen. Fog getting items in a relatively normal manner. Basically, he is playing the way that we saw Sheriff earlier play the whole second half of this map.
Yeah, but I feel
He
like
started like that.
I feel like Pavel actually can pull that off, you know, very successfully.
Yeah, I think so. He's still running the show here. Just you know, switch down a gear.
Switched over to Fog right now, but I think that's gonna be a pretty short-lived Fog POV.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Yeah, there he goes.
And there's another forfeit, this time within the rules.
Yes.
It was more than 6 minutes. But yeah, I feel like Fog had way too much respect of Pavel there. That he didn't go in even in sometimes I feel like good situations. Where he could get like that one mega health where he had the better position and could have gone for it.
Yeah.
But he didn't. He was still afraid.
I think yeah, you're right. Some opportunities were definitely missed there. But still, like that second map played by Fog, really happy to see, you know, how that went for him. Just like proving that, you know, Fog, even though yes he is, I think you said he's the 10th in the current standings, he's still a force to be reckoned with in the right circumstances, you know.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So now checking in. This is Ash versus Sherepov. Ooh, this is even
Ooh, this
kind
will
of
be
closer.
really fun, I feel.
Yeah.
Are they staying on this server, or?
Looks like it. Sherepov is back. He's here. Ash is also on the server. So I assume... Holy shit, we got a lot of specs here.
We do.
I mean, okay, Fog is there, Shambler, of course. Us, Agent is looking on.
Yes.
And some guy with Chinese letters that I'm not even trying to pronounce.
Vote now.
Okay, silence. Map number 1, yeah. Sinister map number 2. And should we need it, Lost World. And I feel like that's entirely possible.
You know what? Yeah, this might be really fun. I'm gonna put the standings on the screen right now so that people can understand what they're talking about.
Failed.
So yeah, currently Cherepov, he's on position 4. Ash is the 5th. Ash, he's lost against Cypher, won against Buckstain, and won against Arsony. But Ash, gotta remember, it was season 4, if I'm not mistaken, where he actually ended up finishing in the top 3, right?
We are switching servers, it seems.
Switching servers, very well.
Okay. So let's check in on that.
But yeah, Ash actually ended up taking down Agent in the grand finals, and yeah, he took down Kilson, he took down Agent, he took down like a lot of players that kind of were expected to win. So he's He hasn't played a whole lot so far, so that's why maybe his rank, like his standing, is a little lower than expected. But overall, I think he has a really good chance of taking Sherpa down.
Yeah. Okay, he lost only against Cypher so far.
Can you blame him? No shame in losing to Cypher.
No. Not really, not really. One against Buxton and Arseny, okay. Yeah, I know. Both Ash and Agent I've seen a lot during the Diabotical days. And yeah, every now and then, a handful of times, he could beat Agent. Not often. Like, Agent dominated those duel tournaments to the point where I called the Egg WP Cups just Agent is withdrawing his $50.
Yeah.
This is, but yeah, basically the top three there was, Agent of course, then Buxton, and then you had Ash, and later, was it List? But I think List isn't active in Quake Live.
Yeah, I've seen his name, but I have not seen him actually play in a very long time. Anyways, I'm gonna get set up the predictions and stuff like that. Feel free to take over for the next minute.
Okay. Yeah. We on this. Sheriff gets the first frag very quickly, and it looks like he might take a second one. Ash playing a very good game of hiding behind the pillar. Only dropping out for the exact amount of time it takes to fire a single rocket. And there's a push by Ash. Still, Sheriff way better stacked, so... That's tough. Ash cannot stick around, but he does some damage as he retreats. Still need to do a lot more than that to make it an even playing field and get any chance to have a meaningful engagement.
Right now in a very good position. He's setting up for the red armor already. Ash, and basically no armor to his name. He's trying to maintain the high ground.
Oh, Shellpuff doesn't even leave him the green armor. Now that's just bullying now.
Ooh, dropping down. He's gonna take a little bit of LG damage, but Ash, ooh, he does decent damage, but maybe a little bit too ballsy on the mega pickup. I maybe would have actually liked to see like Ash pick up the mega, try and rocket jump out, and basically make it just a denied weapon. Denied mega for Cheripov. Ooh, but the Ash rockets and the aggression works out. Followed up immediately by a rail. Is Ash gonna go through the telly? Dear God, don't do it.
Yeah, that has not been the wisest of choices. Still hitting good stuff. This time Cheripov on the back foot.
Yeah, Ash, he's recovered quite a bit. Got the mega health, got the yellow armor, of which there's only one, of course, on this map. Actually able to secure the red armor as well. He's in a really good position now. Cheripov is the one who's kind of trying to maintain a defensive posture.
I probably sound like a total fraud now, but wait a second. This map has 2 green armors, right? One in the middle, one at the top. Okay. I was confused for a moment because Ash was standing next to the green armor, and then you heard the pickup sound, and red and yellow were not up yet. Okay.
Yeah, one of the peculiarities of this map is that there's a lot of like these poverty items and not that much, you know, in terms like yellows and stuff like that. Ooh, Cheripov, very unfortunate spawn as he tries to go for the LG. Does a little bit of damage, but, I mean, Ash is actually one of those players that you can't really challenge, you know, to a 1 versus 1 LG fight that confidently. And there we go, 4 minutes in, we're tied, 4 for 4. I think it actually was Kilson who said that Ash, yeah, he plays kind of a, not as typical of a game as you might expect from some of these Russian players. Generally, they are a lot more defensive. Ash is not one of them. Ash is... he knows that his LG is good and he'll push that. Cheripov getting caught out, and he's going down one after... one time after another.
Another one, yeah. Yeah, it seems like Ash is, he seems to have a pretty damn good grasp on, well, as Agents of Famius said, when to play aggressive and when to not play aggressive.
Yeah.
Mainly. That one situation with the Mega Health earlier notwithstanding. Okay, Cheripov picking up one again with the MG off the spawn. Just a tiny bit before Ash could pick up that Mega Health, otherwise that would have been a very different fight.
Yeah, I don't think Cheripov even had a single weapon other than the starting machine gun there, so... yeah, had Ash been just like, you know, half a second earlier, that could have turned out disastrously. But it does give Cheripov now a new lifeline. Yellow armor is up. Ooh, like this. I like this use of the teleporter there. Catches Ash completely off guard. And the rotation also, it ends up being just perfect for Cheripov. Denies even one of the green armors. There's nothing left on the map for like at least 15 seconds. Ash is
even
completely...
the second green armor.
Yeah. There's actually nothing left. There's maybe like a couple shards here and there. There's the 5 health bubbles, but that's about it. So 4 minutes
nothing
remaining.
To get above 100. Yeah.
Ooh, very good rocket there by Ash, and the close range shotgun almost kills Cheripov as he's left on 6 health. Ash sticking around actually for quite long, and yeah, I'm not convinced about trying to contest that mega there. Then again, like it's a hard position. Maybe from there on out you can, you know, try and go for the yellow armor, but it's tough. It's tough, you know, when you have basically no weapons whatsoever and your opponent's running around with the unholy trinity in pocket.
Ash that tiny bit too aggressive at times, like 2 frags ago when he actually tried to peek again. He was low and he tried to peek again in close quarters with the shotgun. Yeah, that cost him another one of those semi-pixel rails. The back and forth on this map is kinda insane. Always cool to see the lead change hands so often. Oh! Even the telefrag.
I missed the telefrag because I got connection interrupted. Gosh.
Shit. that's really bad timing, yeah.
There was the telefrag, you gotta believe us, guys.
No, I'm here as a what? I wanted to say victim, that's not the word I was looking for. Witness. That's what I wanted to say. I can attest to this.
Yeah, sorry about those cases when I'm getting connection interrupted. I'm not sure why. It's like the stream is fine, everything seems to be fine on my end. I suspect it just might be something regarding the way that I route to the server.
I feel like it's got something to do with tail scale, and then the routing seems to be weird.
Maybe, yeah.
You know? Because it looks just the same as it did for me in the beginning, and now it's nope, nothing. Okay, but as we talk about this, Cheripov is pulling away like big time. That's a 12 frag difference now. It's like after Ash came back and took the lead, Sherepov was like, okay, you want to play for real? Okay, let's do this. Or maybe you want to be a little bit more sophisticated and pull out an old reference. He said to his butler, break out Lucille. Shoutouts to anyone who gets that.
I feel like I'm too young for that.
That's from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. No, that with Will Smith, the old... I don't know if you've seen the series, but you probably know the whole... Now this is the story all about how...
Okay, yeah. Then I have a vague understanding of what you're talking about.
Okay, yeah. And there was this episode where Will got in trouble in some shady billiard club. You know, basically they let him win a few times and then he starts betting money and they rip him off. And Uncle Phil comes in and does the same, loses a few games. And then, hey, let's play about more money. And he's like, okay, break out Lucille. And his butler comes with his own cue. And then he rips them a new one. And that's almost what Sherepov did. Ash got a little bit back into the game at the end, but that was not enough. Holy shit. 34 frags. I know it's a fast map, but those are arrow walk numbers. Damn.
Yeah, that is not really what you expect to see on Silence.
Nope, but we are happy. Lots of frags, always good.
Yes, indeed. We love our frags.
Yes.
Now.
And a few very spectacular ones. That one air rocket around the pillar. Holy shit.
Wait, I already forgot. It was Sherepov who won, right?
It was Sherepov, yes.
Okay.
23-11. Okay. But that's not important, I think. You just want to know for the map score.
I want to know for like the predictions and stuff like that. Just so
yeah,
that
okay, maybe. Yeah.
I don't pay out for the wrong people.
3, 2, 1. Fight.
Well, it's 2 players. You could like throw a coin, flip a coin. Somebody's got lucky, like the guy who does like applications, job applications, and he says, "I throw 50% in the trash immediately. I don't want people who have no luck."
Yeah.
First serious fight. Good rocket hit, makes it a combo. Sherepov picking up number 1 here.
Yeah, Ash unable to pick up the red armor, even though he was standing right next to it. But yeah, like Sherepov's rockets really pushed him in all the wrong directions. Ash trying to push his luck. There's a timeout.
And yeah, that's...
I am not sure why there's a timeout.
Yeah, apparently somebody else got connection interrupted. I did as well. Because I didn't even get the icon. It was just a second, but it hit 2 times heavily.
Yeah, it was a bit weird. I could tell that like the spectator view was a bit stuttery. So.
I think it was actually Sherepov having the problem, and I think Ash called the timeout.
I think you're right. I think you're actually maybe. I don't know.
He did. Now,
hopefully that's not going to be a recurring issue at least.
Yeah, hopefully not. But yeah, good sportsmanship. Thumbs up for you, my man. That's very nice. Love to see it. Okay, 3-0 already. Strong start. Hits another rail off the spawn.
Sherepov really not letting off the pressure. Hitting rail after rail. Ash can't really do much here. He's gonna miss out on the red as well. I'm not sure what that rocket jump was all about, but it did not work. Did not work really. Whatsoever.
I think he tried to reach enough height so that he could go on the stairs and grab the red armor before Sherepov has a chance to grab it, but no, that's not what happened. It was a bit short.
That's one good rocket for Ash, but nothing much else. I'm a little surprised how one-sided this is actually going, you know? This isn't not really the... I don't feel like this is the Ash that, you know, we're kind of used to seeing. Looking at the accuracies... Looking at the accuracies, Cherepov right now sitting at 60% rail. 66% rail. I mean... Ash hasn't even been able to secure the rail. I mean, Ash has barely been on the map. He's mostly been looking at, you know, the respawn screen. Red armor coming up now. Cherepov out of position. This might be the first, basically the first major item that Ash could get. But even then, not for free. Gets railed right in the face.
That Cherepov is A, hitting very hard, and B, just playing the smart in general. Yeah, that drop down cost Ash another frag.
Impressive.
And actually Cherepov with 50% more damage at the moment. Okay, Red and Megas just a little bit more, but a lot more yellow armors actually. Well, now he's weak. There's a rail coming in from Ash. So he puts himself on the scoreboard. But he's got to convert that into map control and additional frags, and it does not look like that. Misses the rail so far. He had the rail in hand one time earlier, apparently. I don't know when exactly. But he didn't hit a shot. He just fired 2 times. And now it's 2 out of 7 at the moment for him.
Yeah, this is really not Ash's match. 3 out of 11 rails. I mean, finally he's connecting something. I feel like Cherepov already got complacent with Ash missing over and over again. But, I mean, sometimes the shots are going to connect. Ooh, very late on the weapon switch there. Feels like Ash was completely caught off guard. And Cherepov, yeah, that's gonna convert into a red armor into a mega as well, and this is looking like GG, you know, to be honest.
Yeah.
Just nothing is going Ash's way. Cherepov constantly applying pressure. Even the yellow armors, those are being denied. As I say that, no, I'm looking at the wrong player. Ash, yeah, currently at 6 yellow armors. I mean, they're kind of close enough in terms of, like, the major items, but just so much damage coming out from Cherepov that it just does not matter whatsoever. 16-2.
Yeah.
I feel like Ash is just waiting, you know, for that 6-minute mark so that he can forfeit this one.
Apparently. Okay, now he's moving. Earlier it just looked like he was standing there, hiding in a corner. Being not happy with himself.
And there's another Jeff.
No way to get back into this fight. 18-2.
Ash calling well played even, not just the usual GG. Even GFG. I do wonder what the F stands for. Or is that just a typo?
Could be, or it's meant sarcastic, like good fucking game.
Maybe. But yeah, very dominant performance by Cherepov, I gotta say.
Yeah, would not have expected that, to be honest. Okay, now we got Cypher versus Fog up next.
Ooh, the 2 Belarusians.
Which, yeah, seems to be on the other server where we were. Yeah, seems like it. Okay.
And do I see this right? Is that arrow walk that I see? Is it actually Aerowalk? It is indeed Aerowalk. Map number 1 is Aerowalk. Let me quickly switch over to the... Oops. The map picks and bans. So yeah, Fog ended up banning Lost World, Cypher banned Sinister, Vertical Vengeance banned by Fog, and then Cypher banning Silence. Fog is actually the one who went for Aerowalk, which... that kind of puts into perspective when it was... Ash? No, Pavel who banned Aerowalk when he played against Fog, so... Makes sense, you know, like, it does feel like, yeah, especially, like, with the rails that we've seen that Fog does, it can be really devastating sometimes to play against him. Cypher going for Furious Heights, and if we do get to map number 3, it is going to be Battleforged.
So that's the first 2 maps, that's a very fast selection.
Yes, indeed.
So, gonna be lots of frags, probably. But yeah, Fog, judging by the game before this, he really seems to be feeling himself today. Like, and I don't mean it that way. Just he seems to be very comfortable in hitting stuff. Let's see how that turns out. That's not a good start with missing the red armor immediately.
I'm actually on Cypher. I do want to see the legend himself.
Yeah. So far won every game, only second place in the league because he played 1 less than Agent. Quickly check. If Cypher wants to be on a shared first place with Agent, he would need to win this 2-0. Because in the whole thing, one of his matches was a 2-1, and the same goes for Agent as well. Already.
I think there's a pretty good... I think there's a pretty good chance that Cypher does take it 2-0. It is Cypher after all that we're talking about, and yeah, sure, yeah. Fog. As I said, Fog's rail can be scary as hell sometimes. Fog's LG, sometimes it also be scary as hell, but Cypher's no slouch either. Cypher's proven time and time again that he can make the impossible work, and I think on a map like Aerowalk, I mean, the map is basically as old as him, you know? Like...
Combo kill.
Yeah. Oh, that was a good shot. Okay, first track for Cypher. Yeah, I usually also would say Cypher definitely the favorite in this, but I also would have said the same about Ash in the last game. So I've been eating my words there. Difficult. Okay, Cypher kinda low, 10 HP. Yeah, and Fog knows this. Go for some damage. Gets the mega health, that's big. Still keeps Cypher in a semi-low state, but then the damage keeps coming in, and he's lucky that he got through the teleporter at that time.
Yeah, just barely. Fog right now, he's been on like, what, 10 health for the past 10 seconds, and still comes out the teleporter, hits a shotgun rail.
Oh, and can't go for the red armor now.
Almost actually dies to the full damage, and Cypher playing around the teleporters.
What a filthy situation.
This is like way more back and forth than I would have expected. But again, like Fog, what are you? Okay, only 50% rail right now, 42% LG though. But that's the thing, like Fog's damage output, it's good. It's good. Like he knows the angles, he knows how to get the most out of these engagements. Good rockets into another rail, and look at that, just smoothly transitioning into a more spawn damage. Okay, that wasn't very smooth, but...
Nope. Okay, back to a tight game after 3 minutes and some change. Cypher, okay, with the red armor, he's got the stack advantage. Still, this feels a little bit like a back alley brawl. It's more about the fights than the resources, apparently.
Yes, indeed. And I mean, on a map like Airwalk, it works, you know? This is one of the few maps where you actually... like, if you're all aim, no brain, you know what? This is the map where it can work.
Yeah. Absolutely. Foxburn or good rail. Yeah, that should have kept Fog off the red armor. It kinda does, but I feel like that wasn't the reason.
Wait, like, did he fail to jump? Like, I'm not even sure what happened there. He just...
It was either that, or he got off too early, or maybe didn't quite even touch it. I'm not exactly sure what happened there. I just saw him drop down past the platform.
Yeah,
if he
that
was
was
high enough. Possibly.
That was pretty weird. I really expected that Fog is going to be able to secure that red armor. I mean, happens to the best of us sometimes. Fog doing decent damage with the rockets here. But still, the pressure from Cypher, it's quite unrelenting. Mega coming up soon, the red armor immediately after. Cypher is scared of the grenades. I can't blame him. Oh, but actually finds a cheeky opening there. Misses the rails though. Fog, no rails missed. None whatsoever. Okay, Cypher coming online as well.
Hello. Okay, it's on Fog, but he's still railable.
Yeah, what does he even gain out of this fight, really? Nothing much, unless he just keeps, you know, hitting rails like that.
Yeah, it's, yeah, it seems like that's exactly what he's getting out of it. This time, though, Fog not hitting anything. Cypher gets a pretty clean red armor.
Yeah, I feel like Fog's over-reliance on the rail is starting to actually bite him in the ass right now. Because unlike, you know, rockets, you really have to hit precisely, or it's just wasted time. Cypher pushing in, or more like pushed in by the rocket.
There's a rail from the side. And Fog is kinda hurting again. On the other side, Cypher, healthy as hell.
Terrible position for Fog, actually. Now he has to somehow hold the high ground until the red comes up, but as I say that, he just goes down. Cypher with a stack advantage, not afraid whatsoever to push in. Close range shotgun from Fog misses. There we go. More damage coming out from Cypher. I want to say the Belarusian, but there's two of them.
Oh, they're both. Okay, okay.
Yeah, Fog is also a Belarusian. Probably inspired by Cypher. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. That was very cheeky by Fog, actually, even though he had the LG, was holding a different weapon to not make any idle sound, you know? Caught Cypher off by off guard a little bit. It doesn't really matter when you have no stack, but I like that move. Cheeky, very cheeky.
Oh, Fog coming in from an angle that Cypher didn't quite expect, but he still hits that rail. And I feel now he's walking up and actually taking control of this whole thing. Even though that was very close. Okay, where are we sitting now? Okay, Cypher has taken over Fog in terms of damage, of course. Items, yeah, they are on Cypher's side. Quite a bit. Funnily enough, Cypher picking up a lot of the green armors. Like, that's 7 to 22. So, small things can add up, apparently. But I feel like we can start to call this map.
Yeah, this is not going well. 14 frag advantage now for Cypher, and I mean, yeah, as fast-paced as Airwalk is, this is not the comebackable situation, you know?
Nah, we passed the point a while back where he could just let go of mouse and keyboard and just wait out the respawn timers. I think it's 6 seconds.
I believe so, yes. I mean, still, Fog is gonna play it until the very last frag. Can't blame him. I mean, Airwalk is a great map if you wanna just keep your hands warm. But yeah, we've seen that, like, you know, you look at, like, Fog's accuracy, 45% LG. Rail, a little bit hit and miss, but he had, like, a lot of, like, streaks, you know. We're looking at 1.50% rail, which mostly consisted of, like, 6 to 7 rails hitting in a row. So...
yeah.
I don't blame him for picking this map. We saw that, like, early on, Cypher was also a little bit struggling, actually. Like, it was a bit of a back and forth.
Okay.
There you go,
Now he
GG.
forfeits.
Final score is going to be 11-22. Fog actually, according to the predictions, more people were voting for Fog than for Cypher. Which says something.
Everybody loves an underdog.
Yeah.
Okay, Furious Heights now.
Vote now. Vote passed.
So, another fast one.
Actually, I should switch them around.
Prepare to fight.
Okay.
Yep. This time I'm gonna be starting on Fog.
3, 2, 1. Fight.
He's got rockets, he's got LG. Slowly but surely creeping up. He's gonna hear the red armor being picked up, so knows the timing.
Yeah. He's got the sneaky toes of a ninja.
Hey, just because it's Zero is Asian doesn't mean that he's a ninja. Oh, very nice trap by Cypher, actually. Like, that's a very off-angle position to hold, and it's working perfectly.
Yeah, not even we expected anything. Talking about ninjas, Cypher even better in that category right now. No, was just hiding in the shadows until Fog dropped down, and then he was like, Konnichiwa. Okay, grenades are raining in, and we got the items very close.
Yeah, I think Cypher realized exactly that, and that's why he moved out from the red armor to go actually for the Mega, and it's gonna work out perfectly as Cypher's rail actually pushed Fog off of the Mega platform, denying that pickup, and sure, he lost out on the red, but it's a
actually
pretty...
a decent deal.
Yeah,
that's like chess. Give up a red armor, get a frag. Sure, why not? Oh. Okay, now I'm having connection interrupted again.
I'm also getting connection interrupted. Looks like this time the server actually completely messed up.
Everybody, okay.
Yeah. Looks like the players also...
Also, what's this? He called the timeout and then puts the question mark. Like, well, shouldn't that be shouldn't that be the other way around? Who does not call the timeout ask what's going on?
I'm really not sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks like the servers are having some issues today, unfortunately, but hopefully that's not going to affect the results of these matches.
Cypher just sitting in a corner, waiting. He just waited for the red armor to come up.
Yeah, Cypher
Oh.
scratching his nose, probably.
Yeah.
Thinking about life. Mega health coming up any moment. Fog, where is Fog, actually? He's not even close?
Yeah, Cypher using all the seconds he has to go into deep meditation.
I mean,
Deep
that's...
water, my friend.
That's some pretty reasonable damage being inflicted by Fog. But he loses basically everything that he had. And I like this move by Cypher. Just leave his opponent like weak as all hell. There's no resources left. And right now, Fog, he has to contest this red armor with no stack whatsoever. Cypher just comes in like a wrecking ball. That was a song from God knows when.
Yeah, sometimes it can actually be an advantage to just leave your opponent instead of fragging them, so they don't get their HP back and they don't maybe spawn on the other side of the map and get items that you cannot punish them for. Oh, -1 for Fog.
Oof, yeah, very, very rough for him right now.
How are we doing on the other fronts? Basically, Cypher having double items except for the yellows. Almost twice the damage output. Sitting on 60% accuracy on the railgun. On the other hand, Fog does have the better LG usually.
Ooh, Cypher actually loses out a lot of health. He's railable even. But the question at this point is like, okay, we're closing in on the 5-minute mark. 7 frag difference. Fog, he gets like a couple opportunities here and there, but if he's unable to actually finish the frag, what does that really gain him? And Cypher again, like he's doing some ninja stuff again. He might actually catch Fog off guard yet again.
Fog has gotten the mega health, but no armor to his name, and that's how it ends. But it leaves Cypher very weak.
Very aggressive push there from Fog, but it is not gonna work. A bit of defrag. Love to see me a bit of defrag.
That's exactly what I thought. The plasma client.
Play defrag, people. But yeah, I feel like this is already like this situation where there's just no chances for Fog coming back. I mean, it was kind of already in that position for like 2 minutes ago, but right now it's so doom and gloom. It's so hopeless. Then again, like what was it? Ash versus Cheripov, was it? Where we saw like a 9 frag comeback?
Yeah, but I assume Cypher is not gonna give up on all the items from here on out.
True.
That's
true.
not going to happen. GG's. Yeah, Cypher basically cementing his status as the favorite, maybe next to Agent. So
Yes, indeed.
that was very clean. And now we get Fog versus Ash. That could be a close one.
Yes.
With Ash, well, maybe not being quite on top of his game.
Vote
And
now.
Fog, well, okay, he got a little bit of a damper against Cypher here. But very good plays before that. So, who knows? Okay, what are we looking at in terms of maps? It's gonna be Sinister and Blood Run and maybe Battleforge. Seems to be a pretty popular choice for Decider. well, choice is maybe not the right word for the map that is neither loved nor hated enough to to not show up in the third spot.
Shambler says that the Russian stream needs a 3-minute break, so we can actually use this moment to talk about what we've seen so far. Fog versus Ash. Fog versus Ash. Ash actually getting Blood Run. As we saw previously, Fog not much of a fan of that map, so wouldn't be surprised if that's gonna go pretty bad for Fog. Sinister though, I feel like Fog does have a chance of at least getting that map. Then again, it's Ash. Although I wasn't so I was not really I wasn't all that impressed by Ash's performance against Cheripov. I think Cheripov did play very well, but still kind of surprising to go to see Ash go down as hard as he did. So maybe he's a little bit out of practice. Somebody in chat was already saying that Ash was playing too much Doom.
Yeah, the Dark Ages probably.
Yes.
Too new.
The new Doom games, they're not like Quake. No.
Even if they grab more and more of that cosmic horror style that Quake usually has. Leaning into that. But yeah, it is a different, especially I feel the Dark Ages is a huge difference to how Quake plays. Before that, it was kind of fast-paced, especially Doom Eternal. It was a different kind of gameplay, but it was still super fast. And yeah, I haven't played it, but just from gameplay, the Dark Ages still seems to have a lot of mechanics that happen fast, but for example, the movement is way different, it feels like. Like when I watch people, okay, many turn down the view bobbing probably, but it feels more, Doom Guy feels, or the Doom Slayer, feels more like a hovercraft.
Actually, yeah, I have not played the Dark Ages. I'll get around to it at some point. I haven't played it myself yet, but it does feel like, yeah, the movement is kind of weirdly more similar to like the original, you know, Doom 1 and Doom 2, where it's like you kind of slip and slide around the map. But
yeah, feels like that a little bit. I'm not sure. Maybe at some point I'll pick it up when it's on sale or something. I don't know. It's not grabbing me as much. Like it's not telling me buy me immediately like Eternal did.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird. They had this whole stand your ground thing, which feels kind of Dark Souls-ish, at least on a casual level. And I feel like that's the opposite of what they were going for before that. Like Doom 2016 was fast. Doom Eternal was insanely fast, and now they dial it way back down.
Yeah. I've never really been a particularly big fan of like the new Doom games. I can appreciate what they're trying to do. I think they're fine games, but they're just not really for me. Anyways, we are starting. It is going to be Fog versus Ash.
Back to the important stuff.
Yes, indeed. I'm starting on Ash.
Okay. Ooh. Good rail to open things up. So far, it seems to be a semi-respectful start after the first meet-up. Ash raining down a few rockets from above. Rail did not quite hit. Fog immediately punished. Yeah, both players a little bit careful. Ash after the last match and his last match, and Fog, yeah, after the little bit of a humbling from Cypher.
Actually, really like
taking it slow. Yeah.
Really like the way that like Ash played that, where it feels like he was he denied the rail from Fog for as long as possible, and still he ended up playing like a lot of these like really long sight lines, and that actually allows him to equalize the stack situation. And you can see that like as soon as Fog has the rail, he's not overstaying his welcome whatsoever. Like quick peek, fires a rail, immediately disappears.
Okay, Fog actually basically giving up one of the items there. That might have been a mistake. It's always easy to say from the outside, of course. But yeah, he did some damage on the red armor pickup, but he gave up the mega for that. So I feel like that was a net negative.
I mean, still Fog is ooh, crazy rails there from both players. Fog has been able to pick up at least the yellow armors, so that's gonna keep him in the game for the time being. The grenades don't really connect. It really felt like Ash kind of just stepped over one of them.
Yeah. A little bit of a Mario moment.
Red armor is up. Ooh, very good position there for Fog, but he was actually still railable. That's the last thing that you want to see happen. I really thought like after that knockback, like that's it, Fog is gonna be able to get the red armor, and that might convert into, you know, some advantage in the long run, but no such luck.
And now Ash stacked to the teeth. Even in a position to delay the red armor a little bit. And more hits coming in. With the way he's playing, it's hard to believe that that was only his second frag so far. Feels like he's been running the show for way longer.
Yeah, the control that he's exerted so far. Actually, Fog not that far off. I mean, he's found his red armors, he's found a couple megas as well. He's not completely out of the picture, but... oh dear, now it's starting to really spiral out of control.
I mean, considering the game's not that old yet, Ash got twice the red armors, more than twice the mega health this. Just a little bit less on yellows. And he's putting out way more damage.
That's true. The damage is almost double in favor of Ash. Fog, he's sticking his ground, but he really has to get out of there. You know, like he pushed a little bit too far in there. Can't do much. Ooh, the self-damage from Ash. Fog, I feel like, again, taking a very wide angle there makes the retreat very costly. Fog's rails keep connecting, but actually got Ash down to a railable position, but yeah, it's tough, you know, if that's gonna be your entire game plan, that you're just gonna connect every rail and make your opponent feel miserable. I mean, what do you do when rails don't connect? Even we've seen that even the best aimers, you know, they miss at some point, and if you're getting like all the major items, you just have to connect so much that it becomes practically impossible.
Yeah, I feel like Fog is trying to channel his inner Kilson, but he's still not quite in the same range. I mean, 56% accuracy so far, 13 out of 23. Those are pretty good numbers, but you would need more, and even then some additional luck to get what you want. Okay, Ash even tops up with a few green bubbles. Take every advantage he can get.
One free rail for Fog. Ooh, but immediately takes a direct rocket. I like that move. I like that little like jump off the ledge there to get a little bit more height, but yeah. I mean, Fog, I was gonna say I wouldn't be surprised if we see a forfeit right now, and that's exactly what happens. 0-8 is the final score on map number 1. Sinister, a decisive victory for Ash.
Yeah. And next up is going to be Blood Run, and that is actually Ash's pick, and I think a bit more suited even towards him. Would be my assumption.
I'll agree. I'll absolutely agree. Like we saw that Fog when he was playing on Blood Run previously, it did not go well for him whatsoever. Felt like he was just kind of clueless as to how even to get back into the game. So wouldn't be surprised if we see more of the same. Ash, if I'm understanding this correctly, is asking Fog if everything is fine for him. It's possible that Ash is also seeing some issues with the connection.
Prepare to fight.
Yes, if I'm understanding correctly, Ash is also like he's seeing some warping and stuff like that, so at least it's not just on my side. Anyways, Blood Run.
So much for that. Fog with the first track. And now a pretty decent stack on his side. Especially now. So he's gonna be on the hunt.
Yeah, very good position for him. Like, look at this. Ash, extremely weak. Hits a rail at least. Oh, and the direct rocket. And another one. This is... yeah, a little bit too ballsy by Fog. I mean, when you see the, 200 stack that you have and you see your opponent has nothing whatsoever, you really do want to push it, but teleporters make everything more difficult. Fog, not afraid to push. He's just keeps going.
Dude, two after what was that? 50 seconds? That's
on Blood Run, yeah.
Very fulminant start for this map, absolutely. So the opposite of the last one, no courtesy of keeping the distance, no gentlemanship, just going straight at it. This is more of a bar fight.
Yeah.
Okay, Mega has been picked up. Ash with the big stack advantage. Well, I'm not even sure.
Not really. I feel like they're about the same, yeah.
Okay, there was a rail coming in from Ash. Okay, a bit of a chef fight, but yeah, Fog would lose out on that one unless the accuracies are wildly different in his favor.
I mean, Fog hits some pretty good LG. We're looking currently at 42% average, but then there's Ash at 50. So... that's the thing, like, Ash is, I think, a little underappreciated in that aspect, that if he goes for a proper fight, it can be sometimes just devastating. Ash actually tries to jump through the grenades and find an opening to catch Fog off guard, but it does not work, and Fog is already sets up at the... sets up an angle with the rail, and this is actually a great situation right now. He's going to be able to get the mega health. Red armor is coming up 5 seconds after. Ash, so far, he's been able to collect at least some weapons. Oh no, the close range plasma does massive damage.
Yeah.
Terrible spawn for Ash though. And we are actually one frag advantage for Fog right now. Great pressure off spawn.
He still keeps hitting, but now no HP up for him. Mega's coming up, probably looking very enticing. And
Ooh,
yeah, probably should have went for it. But
Ash
yeah,
actually didn't go for the Mega. I think Fog was hoping that he was going to be able to steal the red, but didn't expect Ash that he's just going to forfeit it. I don't think Ash realized just how weak Fog actually was when he was over at rail.
Yeah, that could be the case. And the lead, well, swinging over again. It's a wild back and forth, but that's very good for us to watch.
Yeah, this is a bit of a bloodbath. Again, like, I'm surprised that, like, we get these traditionally kind of slower paced maps and we end up, seeing frag counts that would fit Arrow Walk.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a bloodbath on Blood Run. Okay, that one was really too easy. I kind of feel bad for that one. Yeah, Ash still with a huge stack advantage, hits another rail. Oh, that timing was impeccable. Holy.
Ash right now completely locking down the map, dropping onto Fog. He's not going to be able to get even away. Might be an opportunity to deny both yellow armors. Never mind, Fog spawns in the plasma room.
5-minute warning.
Okay, the major items are only 2 seconds apart, so that could be a
Might see a rocket
factor a
jump
little
here?
bit,
Maybe?
but apparently not. Completely uncontested for Ash.
Oh dear.
And despite being despite playing so cautiously, Fog just still has to give his life multiple times, in fact. There's a Mega going to Fog. If he can secure a little bit more armor. I mean, Ash is, well, comparatively kind of weak, or was. So there would have been a chance, maybe. But I think that ship has sailed for now. Fog.
Oh my.
Fog way too early.
Yeah, way too early, and the Fog just seems like he was trying to keep getting onto the Mega that wasn't spawning yet, and slowly but surely, like, all of his stack was just chipped away. He didn't even get all that much out of that Mega health pickup.
Yeah.
I am gonna switch over to Fog to see what he's up to. It's 2 rails. Almost connects the third one. Ash going for that red armor pickup. Ash is railable, and he goes down.
Ooh,
Fog.
nice. Yeah.
I mean, he's in a pretty good position now. He might even make this comeback. I mean, 3 minutes, 5 frags on Blood Run. I mean, usually I'd say no, just not possible. But the way that these games have been going today, I don't even know it anymore.
Yeah, and what you said earlier about Ash being the non-stereotypical Russian AFPS player, and that he's very aggressive, that might play into it.
Yeah.
You know, even now he's not backpedaling. He's just trying to do some additional damage, keep Fog kind of small. Which in this case, despite Ash being fragged, seems to have worked for a few moments. Fog has to back off, restack.
Ooh.
Impressive.
I love that rocket jump, but what can you really do? And Ash able to collect those 2 health bubbles, which will keep him alive. I'm not sure if the shotgun would have killed him otherwise, but still it would have been extremely close. And I think that may be GG. That one frag there completely killed all of Fog's momentum.
Yeah, could be the final nail in the coffin. If not that, then it's this. Like making up 6 frags in a little bit more than 1.5 minutes is tough unless you play against a total noob.
Yes, indeed.
GG's. Here we go.
Interesting to see that, again, Fog actually had more people voting for him than Ash.
Ooh, the railgun accuracy is nice. 56% for Ash, but actually Fog had 64.
Yeah, that if there's one thing that Fog has been consistently doing is just massive rail damage over and over. So
Okay. There's that. I think that's it for this matchup, right? That's 2-0, I think.
correct.
That means now it's Ash versus Helldown.
Ooh, Helldown. Yeah, last week we unfortunately didn't get to see Helldown, so we're getting to see some Helldown right now. Is it actually Ash versus Helldown?
That's what it says on the Discord. And they still
Or
need
is it
to
Helldown
ban
versus Cypher? Hold up. Because
but that was...
no,
oh, yeah,
last week they didn't play, that's the thing.
Pass.
Yes, I believe it's Helldown versus Cypher right now. So,
Okay.
let
Then
me-
Helldown versus Pavel also happening, I assume? I hope.
Maybe? Not sure, to
That
be
means
honest.
Helldown has 3 games today. Then again, Fog also had 3 games.
Let me check the Discord real quick. So what exactly are we playing right now? I see we have... yeah, Cypher is already in the lobby, so it looks like it's going to be Cypher versus Helldown.
Yeah, Helldown is in spec, so he should be joining soon.
In the meantime, we can take a look at the picks and bans.
Yeah.
If I can figure out how to show them. There we go.
Yeah. Yeah, we do have Arrow Walk going down first. Cypher already, probably already loaded up the map. And Helldown, the absolute antithesis to that is Lost World. So we got the fastest and the slowest map.
Yeah,
right after each other.
I'm not sure if any of these map picks honestly are going well for Hellbound. Lost World, like we saw last week what Cypher can do on Lost World. It's crazy. Admittedly, I think it is because I think it was against Pavel. Pavel kind of misplayed. He really misplayed the Lost World in my opinion, but still, like, Cypher is kind of devastating, you know, or like the rocket launcher is a primary weapon of his, and hey, there's no rail. There is absolutely no rail on Lost World, so if you fall out of control, getting back in is incredibly difficult.
Yeah, so basically the thing is, as you said, if any of these maps are a good choice for Helldown, but is that really a map thing in this matchup?
That's true, like Helldown is... Actually, where is he currently in the rankings?
Place 11.
Yes.
And that's mainly because Arseny has more matches and therefore is on -6, and Helldown is technically on -5, but he hasn't won a single set yet. Actually, only 2 maps over his 5 matches. So, yeah, I think we can't start predicting that this is gonna be pretty damn one-sided.
Yes, indeed. I'm starting on Helldown.
Okay. Cypher was even so ballsy, he did not even pick a weapon to start the fight with. He started with a machine gun and then picked up a shotgun on the way. as everything was unfolding, and still gets the first frag out of this. Okay, Helldown got the... I think he got the red armor. There's something. Mega coming up now, which Helldown also gets.
Actually, Cypher so far has been able to pick up only one Mega.
Oh yeah, that's it.
But I mean, he almost has every weapon excluding the LG.
Oh, that
Direct
grenade.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Both players just narrowly missing their rails. Cypher somehow still alive with just 75 health and no armor. Mega health picked up by Cypher, and this should be go time for him. Oh, beautiful rockets.
Few lucky hits. At least the grenade.
And Helldown now in a terrible position. Like he was looking pretty good. Loved that rocket jump as well to get completely to the opposite side of the map. Denies Helldown of any armor whatsoever. Even the green is gonna be denied. Helldown has nothing. Cypher can't hit a shot. It does not matter. Helldown is... He can't do anything.
Just a matter of time.
Like, if he exposes himself, like, that's it. He's done.
And if there's one map where it's incredibly hard to not expose yourself, it's this one.
Absolutely. Helldown tries to make a run for the Mega Health. Not gonna work out for him. Helldown spawns for a second time on the LG, but Cypher is so stacked that that's gonna be an easy fourth frag for him right now.
Up. Helldown gets one, but he's down to 2 HP.
Yeah, this might be a short-lived victory. And there we go.
Yeah. Yeah, and on today's episode of I Agree, the Hardy in chat says, I don't think it'll go to the third map. I agree. It's
yes.
probably not gonna be one. It would be hype as hell though. You know, like I said, underdog stories and stuff. Just super unlikely. Although there's a second one for Helldown, as Cypher just kind of forgets the red armor.
Yeah, decent position for Helldown right now, but... Oh dear. Oh dear.
How much for that?
Yeah, taking rocket after rocket. Helldown right now sitting on just 22% LG. Ugh. To be fair, he's been spamming it around corners and stuff like that, but still... not great. Cypher himself actually sitting on just a measly 27% rail.
What? Disappointing.
Disappointing indeed. 34% rockets, 30% rail, and now 30% LG and 35% rail. So overall, the accuracies are pretty low. Cypher, yeah, hitting uncharacteristically little. But, I mean, it doesn't really matter. Helldown is kind of just taking very, very sloppy fights. Still in the game, though. 4-9. We're almost at the at the halfway point. Cypher just spamming the teleporter. Helldown, I mean, you can't get telefragged by rockets, but that's basically what happened there. And yeah, Helldown, he's just been pushed off of these items, hence why these accuracy numbers, they don't really matter all that much. You look at Cypher, where he's sitting at 14 green armors. Whenever Cypher gets a just a little bit of control. He tries to deny as much as possible, so we don't really see like this constant pressure from Cypher as much, really, but it comes in bursts, you know, and it can be difficult to manage that. It can really be difficult to manage that and held down, especially. Oh, he's also like 19% LG, 19% rail. Very, very disappointing for held down. He tries to make a push right now, finally connects 2 of these rails, but again, like a lot of resources wasted for that.
To be honest though, he hit 6 out of, okay, now 25. Cypher hit 9 out of 25, so he's in the ballpark. Not too far behind in terms of rails. Okay, now it's starting to go up, especially for Cypher, who's now hitting left and right up to 40%, 41. Still goes down. Like, I have this feeling that both players are not fully taking this seriously, they're just vibing.
I have a suspicion that might be the case, yeah.
Yeah, they're both aware how this might go, so let's just have some fun.
Like Helldown, especially, like some of these engagements, like I understand playing the defensive on Airwalk can prove to be challenging, to say the least, but yeah, some of these cases where he's just overstaying is really quite surprising.
Yeah. He does get the mega health. Again, good prediction from Cypher. Yeah, he's not stopping anytime soon.
Impressive.
Very nice little frag there by Cypher, and I think that's kind of reaching the critical point where comeback ain't happening. Held down, yeah. You may hit as much as you want at this point, but Cypher can start delaying the spawns. He can just be an absolute nuisance, and it's gonna be over.
Impressive.
Oh, finally gets one, but yeah, here on Arrow Walk, that's basically smashing your head against the wall until it works. Okay, and Cypher back in the driver's seat. God, what a juicy rail.
1 minute.
Okay, Helldown picks up another one.
2 rails. Impressive. Impressive.
Helldown also starts hitting. It says if he saved up all his rail accuracy for the end game.
Yeah, a little bit too late. Yeah, Helldown has recovered, yeah, from a, what was it, at one point, like 15% rail accuracy. He's got himself back to like 31. Make that 33, but still 17% LG. Like, Helldown's LG has never been, you know, the best in the 250 FPS league, but, you know, 18%, 17%, that's not what you expect to see from him.
Yeah.
11 to 26 is going to be the final score for map number 1. Cypher, unsurprisingly, winning the first map.
Now we're going to Lost World, which means we're gonna slow way the fuck down.
Yes, indeed.
Vote now.
Let's see how
Vote
that works.
Passed.
Ooh, and I think this might be to the detriment of Helldown again, because yeah, no rail. He's gotta work with the shaft now.
Yeah, and I think Cypher is also one of those people who can actually use the plasma gun rather effectively as well, so it's gonna be doubly difficult because I don't think this map favors Helldown's playstyle whatsoever. Helldown is a very kind of traditional, just, you know, focus on your basics, focus on the items, hit whatever damage you can, but this map is... No, it's like you need more than that. You need... If you fall out of control here, you have to pull some miracles.
Now, okay, Cypher picking up the first one. Yeah, kind of cute how Cypher kind of stole the one yellow armor earlier. Helldown did the rocket jump, and just as he was in the air, you heard the pickup sound.
Yeah.
I goes, oh, damn. But I liked how he basically immediately fell back and went for the red armor instead.
Yeah,
That's moving up in the world.
Decent LG there, actually, from Helldown. It pushed Cypher into the corner, and you could see like he was struggling to get out. Right now, he's left on just 9 health. He does find the yellow armor, but Helldown might have an opportunity to equalize the score. Yeah, goes for the for the second yellow armor. Doesn't get the frag just yet, but still 18 health, 18 armor for Cypher. Mega health is up. Helldown pushing. I like that. Realizing that his opponent's weak and the aggressive rocket jump. I mean, these moves by Helldown right now, they're good. But Cypher's kind of evasive maneuvers are equally excellent.
That's the point. He winds himself out of every encounter.
Ooh, slightly messy engagement there for Helldown. I mean, gets close.
Cypher got the mega health. Oh, still rockets raining from above.
Yeah.
Helldown is actually in the lead. Ooh.
Very nicely
Good
done
stuff.
there by Helldown to kind of remain calm and collected, just hold the high ground, because yeah, on this map there just isn't really a weapon that can properly kind of contest that high ground, you know. Maybe you'd usually see some long-range pokes with the rail. There's no rail here. You know, you can't really contest that with rockets either. It's just very hard to hit that angle. And even though Helldown was at a massive stack disadvantage, that 50 health bubble that's right on the rocket platform, sometimes it feels like a major item in its own right.
Helldown a little bit out of stuff soon. Okay, gets a bit more ammo for the lightning gun, but only down to 1 rocket. Quick hits!
Ooh, Cypher's so close to being dead. Helldown, just making sure that the mega health is safe to pick up. Last thing that you want to see is a Cypher dropping down as you have only 40 health left. Stacks have been equalized. There's no armor left on the map whatsoever, save for some maybe armor shards. Helldown, he's setting up at a pretty weird angle. Does get the red. Mega coming up in 3 seconds. Cypher completely giving up the items. I mean, he did inflict a little bit of damage. Cypher's gone completely quiet. Helldown hasn't even seen him. He's just taken a little bit of rocket damage here and there. Where is the Belarusian? Cypher actually got the red armor.
Yeah.
Cypher got the red armor for completely free.
That's the thing. And the mega health is also up.
Oh
Helldown
no.
just gave up both majors.
Oh no.
And he hasn't realized yet. He's waiting for the mega to come up. Okay,
Yeah.
now
I'm starting to get flashbacks from last week where a very similar situation emerged when Cypher played against Pavel. I think it was Pavel. I'm pretty sure it was Pavel, but yeah, like Pavel just ended up like mistiming the items, ended up giving away both of the major items, and from there on out it just spiraled out of control. As I say that, we might not even see anything spiraling out of control, as the defensive damage by Helldown is just excellent, completely denying all of the armor that Cypher was able to pick up that entire time. The red armor picked up by Cypher, but still Helldown with a one frag advantage, and sometimes this one frag, it can go a long way on Lost World.
yeah, that can go insane. Like there have been games where there's like one frag after 2 minutes and then nothing until the end of the match. This is the one map where you can run away perfectly. You can just keep to your side of the map, be evasive, but this is not looking good for Helldown right now.
He is gonna get the
kinda saving him.
Yeah, he's gonna get at least one of these 50 health bubbles, and that's gonna keep him alive for the time being.
And now he jumps in and takes the fight. What?
I mean, he got lucky that he did not get decimated by Cypher's rockets there, you know? But it worked. It worked.
I feel like that evens things out, because at the earlier Mega, I feel like the rocket should have taken down Cypher.
I am genuinely surprised, like, how this is going. Like, Helldown, it looks like he has no idea of, like, when the items are coming up, and he's still staying alive. Cypher barely surviving.
He was down to 14 HP. Just imagine this going the other way. All of a sudden, Helldown 2 in the lead on this map. That would have been hype as hell. Yeah, we are even again. Question is, can Helldown execute that game plan from earlier again?
Now imagine what the game would look like if Helldown didn't actually give up, like, one of the, like, a full rotation earlier on at, like, what was it, the 3-4 minute mark over to Cypher.
Yeah.
Dare I say, Helldown actually has a reasonable chance of making a comeback here, like, and actually pulling a victory out. On Lost World against Cypher, we're looking at...
It wouldn't even be a comeback. He's the one who was in the lead until a few moments ago.
Yeah, pretty much, like... Talk about an underdog story.
Seriously. It's like, as weird as the sound, if it keeps going like it does now, okay, there's the lead for Cypher, but it really feels like a victory that Helldown gave away. As in, yeah, how do you say this? Helldown didn't lose because Cypher was better. He lost because he made a mistake.
Yeah, locally we know that as a throw.
As a throw, yeah, basically it is a throw. Yes, yes. That was the word I was looking for. But,
now it's just completely going out of control for Helldown, and even if he gets this red armor, it's gonna be... He doesn't even get the red armor. Helldown has been pushed off the map, and this is devastating. He had such a good start, genuinely an amazing start, and then...
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. Helldown, like, the worst part is that Helldown actually knew the timings,
1 minute warning.
Because he was the one who was picking up the major items, and then somehow he ended up giving the red armor, gives up the mega health, shows up to mega health like 3-4 seconds late after Cypher had already picked it up, and he has no idea when it's coming up. You could see him like contemplating his life choices.
This feels like that Plankton meme from SpongeBob. Like he was in the lead, he was in control, and then he was like, okay, how the hell am I supposed to do this? I didn't think I would get this far.
Yes, indeed. Cypher with a 2-0 victory in the end. Final score for Lost World 2-8. I mean,
but that felt closer. That was such an even game, especially since Helldown still more red armors. Cypher way more yellows though.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Ooh. What a game.
Vote now.
Stuff.
Alright.
And here we are already. Yeah.
No, looks like, we're not wasting any time whatsoever. We're going to be going straight to Helldown versus Ash. Is it Helldown versus Ash? Wait, what? Wait, so when is Helldown versus Pavel going to be played? I don't know. I am genuinely confused.
Yeah.
Also, is this right? Is this T4? Is this
yes.
Is this actually T4? I have not seen this map in what feels like
I think it
15 years.
I think
I was going in high school when I last watched this competitively played, you know? Hold on.
But I think that was basically the boss arena of tier 3 or tier 4 in the single player campaign.
Yes, indeed. You fought Anarchy here.
Yes.
Yes, indeed. Map number 1 is going to be Vertical Vengeance. Actually crazy. Hold up. I gotta show this.
And Helldown picked Lost World again.
You know what? He seems to like that map. And I hope he doesn't throw this time.
Yeah. I hope from the last match that he doesn't take away that he lost, but that he kept up really well for most of the map. And that is that he's motivated to get it this time.
Yes, indeed. If we do get to map number 3, that is going to be Silence.
Yeah.
And
who knows? After that last Lost World, I think that's not out of the question.
Actually, yeah. I would not be surprised, if Ash ends up taking Vertical Vengeance, like, rather decisively. But Lost World, especially, like, you gotta remember, Ash is also kind of... Although the LG, okay, I'm a little unsure at this point. Still, Helldown, he showed some really good moments over on Lost World. I would not be surprised, yes, if Ash takes a very decisive Vertical Vengeance. Lost World may go to Helldown, and then we might even see him at number 3. You know what? That would be quite exciting.
Yeah, could be and would be awesome.
Prepare to fight.
Ooh, looks like we're starting.
Yes.
3.
I'm gonna start on Helldown.
1. Fight.
See, he gets the rocket launcher start. And the thing is, this is more of a shooty and control the weapons map. Only 3 items to care about, 2 of which are yellow armors, and the mega health on a 2-minute timer.
Oh yeah, that's like one of the things about the mega health, that it spawns like once in a lifetime, basically.
Ash picks up the first one, and he still has a pretty decent stack.
Ash playing some Duck Hunt right here. Helldown already pretty weak. He's trying to get away from Ash. One of the yellow armors is up, held down, ducking under the shotgun.
That's a ballsy move. But it worked for a moment.
It does work. Held down, decent damage actually inflicted with the plasma gun. Ash pretty low. The shotgun is still going to reign supreme. We're now at 1 to 4. Ash, he gets surprised by Spawn right behind him. And this should be a frag for held down, right? There we go. There we go.
Yeah. With the splash damage.
It is, as you said, this is a shooty map. Oh dear! Helldown gets stuck in the doorway. I think the plasma gun's knockback actually prevented Helldown from being able to push in properly.
Okay, there's the second mega health. Also goes to Ash. Yeah, rockets are on point. That much is certain. Looking at here. Yeah, Ash with twice the damage output of Helldown. Make that a little bit more than twice as much. It's like, yeah. The man with the more hitting shooty is in the lead.
Yes, indeed.
Who would have thought?
On this map, not surprising. Really not surprising. Ooh, held down with a decent rocket, but he's got a lot of stack to diminish from Ash right now. The yellow armor is up, and held down should really not go for it.
Whoa. Ash down to 16 HP, held down even less. What the hell was that hit?
Oh my goodness, like these players, they're really like playing on the knife's edge.
What was that shotgun hit? Okay, the rail finishes the job. Yeah, but that one hit that. I can't get over that. That's Helldown had what? 10 HP? Then he gets hit with one pellet or something?
Yeah. Like Helldown is getting so close to getting frags here, but it's just barely not working for him.
Yeah, Ash just standing on the lower ground, not even moving, just aiming up with the machine gun. But yeah, Helldown was not that low. Oh, those rails are coming in. 50% at the moment.
Oh, beautiful rocket there by Ash. I mean, Ash is doing the right thing, you know. You can see that, like, he's trying as much to control kind of the high ground and the rail, and that's basically the key to success on this map. Because, yeah, there's no LG on here either. Like, this map is very scarce with resources, actually. No LG, no heavy armor. Red, I mean. Quake Champions still haunting me in my nightmares.
The rocket from below, but now again Helldown kinda low. The yellow armor makes him gets him out of being railable territory. This puts him back in. And every time he gets more than 80 stack. I think that was supposed to be a rocket jump, but did not quite work.
Yeah, I think that was a slight miscalculation in his stack.
Tiny bit. And then immediately got another one from Ash on that jump pad. And he's not stopping. Game forfeited 3-17. That was a clear-cut victory for Ash.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. Okay. And now again, finding our inner zen. Slowing down. We're going back to Lost World.
Yes. Helldown got tenderized, says super friend BFG in Twitch chat. And you know what? I'll agree. That was quite something.
Yeah.
So, what do you feel like? Is the more aggressive playstyle of Ash gonna punish Helldown's potential mistakes, or is Helldown actually gonna be able to pull off what he was trying to achieve against Cypher?
That's the thing. On one hand, yeah, we saw Helldown. Helldown has some strategies going on. Actually, he's the one being aggressive here with the shotgun. And pays for it. Twice, actually. What I wanted to say was, now we saw that Helldown can play, well, unexpectedly well. But it feels like now the cat is out of the bag. You know, he showed that off against Cypher, and now Ash knows what he's dealing with.
That's true. We're right now averaging 1 frag every 10 seconds for Ash.
Yeah, that's very big. Again, more than twice the damage on Ash's part. There's the first frag for Helldown, but he's down to 1 HP. Picks up a small bubble, and yeah, Ash has been waiting by the red armor. Again, Helldown's timing is kind of unlucky here. The last time he had the rocket jump up to yellow, then heard that he was picked up. This time he was dropping down to the red armor. And then he heard chiching. Ah, damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Ash just continues to open up a can of kick battery.
I'm gonna say it. I think it's over.
Yeah, this is Ash might be a super aggressive player, but should Helldown get control at any point in this map, Ash knows how to stay out of Helldown's way. Oh, Helldown got the mega health, gets the red armor, he can steal a few resources. Oh, he did not pick it up.
Oh wait, he did not. You were right. He did not actually pick it up.
No.
Ash probably saw the red armor right now and he's confused, like, why is this still here?
Yeah. Looked at the timer. Has so much time passed already? Damn.
We are actually, okay, we are no longer averaging 1 kill every 10 seconds, but it's not far off from that. Ash is actually just continuing the same tenderizing process that he started on Vertical Vengeance.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a beatdown.
You could say it's a Helldown.
It's a Helldown, yeah. Beatdown for Helldown.
Oh dear.
Helldown getting burned, reduced to ash.
Okay. That's a good one, that's a good one. Who said Germans don't have a sense of humor, huh?
Yeah, I'm stealing this from everywhere. This one was from, who was it? Russian Badger with apparently Shaquille O'Neal. I think it was him, did advertisements for like these warmth packs or plasters that you can put on your neck and stuff. You know, and there was this one that's supposed to cool and warm it up, which is like icy hot. And the meme went that he freezes his mortal enemies and burns them to ash. I got that from. Funnily enough, I wanted to say earlier about Ash that he's proceeding to open up a can of Shaq Fu, but I feel like most people wouldn't have gotten that reference.
Can of Shaq Fu?
Yeah, that was also like a meme back then when Shaquille O'Neal was actually playing. It was like he's kicking everyone's asses, and they said he opens up a can of Shaq Fu, which went so far that they actually made a 16-bit video game called Shaq Fu.
I was gonna ask, yeah, like, is that a reference to the game,
nice
like
one.
Shaq Fu, which also that was indeed a nice rocket. But yeah,
it totally was, or rather, the game was a reference to the saying, I think. They took it a bit too literally. Okay, in the meantime, it's 15-2, and we gotta admit here, what do you want to talk about in this case? Here's something. Helldown picking up frag number 3 for himself.
I mean, it's what do you even say at this point? Like, Helldown is so far down, and his... I don't know what happened when he played against Cypher. He was pulling out some miracles there until he wasn't and gave up like a full rotation. But
I'm saving this one. He survives for really long there. Actually, 15-6. It's only the halfway mark. Who knows? Maybe we see a lost world with more frags than Arrow Walk.
Oh, and Helldown goes flying.
Oh, that one hurt. It made you feel bad.
Oh,
no, come on. What the hell?
Second time in a row. Come on, Ash. The Helldown worked so hard for those 6 frags, and you're gonna make him you're gonna take away all of them. That's adding insult to injury. Not only does he get fragged, no, he gets thrown into the lava, so he loses his own frags. God, that hurts at least twice as much. Yes, indeed. I'm really at a loss of words, you know, like what do you really say in this scenario? But
another one of those, rocket from below. Even Ash hitting the smiley bind. And Helldown still going at it. Props to the man, he's not giving up.
I will say this, you know, primarily having been vested into Quake Champions for the last few years, I do miss smiley binds. If we got smiley binds, the game wouldn't have died.
Wait, Quake Champions doesn't have smiley binds. Can you not bind text messages?
No.
What?
There's a preset, yes, no, thanks, goodbye, hello, and sorry, but that's it. There were supposed to be more, but those never got implemented. Thanks, Xbox.
Yeah. Oh, true. Does Quake Champions have a console version?
No, but because of Xbox, basically its software is owned by Xbox at this point, as is the entire ZeniMax kind of whole company, and the only developer who was actually working on Quake Champions has been laid off because of Xbox restructuring, so we don't even know what is going to be the future of Quake in general. And I'm just using this opportunity to throw shade at Xbox at every chance I get. Ash also falling in the lava, and you know
how does that feel, huh?
Finally, we're seeing some
Mordecai is asking. Basically, Microsoft bought Bethesda a few years back, among other people, like the whole of Activision Blizzard and King and stuff. And id Software is part of Bethesda, so they own Quake and Doom and everything now. And then they proceeded to fire 2/3 of its staff. And also, what was it, 1,600 people over all the game studios, with equally as much to be fired in the future.
Correct.
Yeah.
So, it's...
That shit sucks.
it's not looking good. So
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
games,
that just
the games
solidifies-
industry has always been kind of like a very the games industry has always been kind of like a very, very slippery in that you never know like when, you know, projects might get cancelled and there might be like huge layoffs, stuff like that. But yeah.
Yeah.
Gexor, they did have a mention in an announcement that Quake is among the core franchises that are not getting cut. Not true! Quake was never mentioned. You look at Asha Sharma's actual memo, and you look at also, I forgot, the Bethesda representative, Jill something. They don't mention a single franchise in any of their announcements. And
yeah, it's all damage control. Pretty obviously, like, somebody asked a spokesperson who has no idea about the meta what will happen, and of course they just asked ChatGPT what they could say, and ChatGPT, or rather Copilot in this case probably, they just spit out all the names. Of course, with only 1/3 of the staff, id Software will put out a new Doom, a new Quake, a new unannounced project. It will come one every year, of course, because they can also work 5 times as fast. You know, in my personal opinion, whenever these AAA gaming publishers say anything, no matter how positive, always assume the worst. You will be right 99% of the time.
yeah.
That's it. Like, I don't see them doing anything. Maybe a new Doom in a few years, and it's mainly be made by AI. That's what I'm fearing. But unfortunately, these fears have been proven right time and time again in the games industry. It's like AAA gaming isn't fun anymore. That's out of the question. You know, Sony also with all their anti-consumer bullshit and yeah, what you hear from many of the studios regarding crunch and how they treat their employees, it's I don't know. It kills all my hype to play AAA games. So
Same.
yeah, it's retro and indie, and yeah, Quake Live, smaller multiplayer stuff. That's where it's at. That's the stuff that's fun actually.
So just to elaborate, by the way, yes, we are done for the day with the games. Ash versus Helldown was the last one that we had for today. Helldown was supposed to play versus Pavel, but looks like that's going to be moved to next week because otherwise Helldown has to play like a million games in a single day, and obviously that's no fun. So that's GG's. Just want to answer last question regarding the whole Xbox and Microsoft layoffs. So Gexor, like the quote regarding Quake, and in fact like any of the franchises mentioned, it comes from the Bloomberg article, which were the first ones to actually break the story about like when the layoffs are actually happening. But we don't know if the author of that article, Jason Schreier, he's generally a very reliable games journalist, but we don't know where he got those 5 ones. It might be an editorial kind of thing where it's like, because they mentioned that we are going to focus on our strongest franchises, and it might be that just as an editorial kind of choice, Jason Schreier chose to mention Quake, Doom, Wolfenstein, etc., because they are strong franchises, but we have no confirmation whether these are actually the ones that they're focusing on. Bethesda did put out that yes, they are focusing on Fallout and the Elder Scrolls. From id's side, we have so far nothing. So it's weird, right? We just don't know. And basically, yeah, every single news site has been just copy-pasting what Jason Schreier wrote in the Bloomberg article, but there is no direct quote that I can find which actually mentions Quake. Just want to put that out there. Bit of media literacy. I understand, like, I spent like 2 hours actually looking for a direct quote, didn't find it. I understand not everybody has time to do that. But yeah, this is what we are currently in, and I mean, I'm still going to QuakeCon. I hope that it's not going to be all doom and gloom. Although, not gonna lie, it's going to be hard to keep you know a happy face for that entire time. I was really hoping to You know, maybe run into Sinker, the developer who was actually keeping Quake Champions updated, and he also worked on Quake Live. He basically worked on everything from Quake Live through Quake Champions, through the new Dooms as well. And I was kind of hoping to run into him. At this point, I'm not sure if he's going to be there. Usually we actually have Sinker in the chat, but I can understand if he wants to take a little break from Quake related stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, it was weird what he said. I had the not necessarily related to the layoffs thing, but there was this post on, I believe it was X, I'm not 100% sure, where he said when people tell him or ask him why he didn't implement something they wanted, he's like, first up, he's a level designer with a light programming background. He has no internal documentation, no external documentation, and he's not even allowed to talk to the people who programmed the engines. So yeah, that's tough. That's tough. And considering that, the dude has been working wonders. So huge shout outs to him for everything he's done so far. And also, I don't know if it's still up. There's a petition to bring him back, which was, last time I checked, was nearing 1,000 signatures. Yes, I know Microsoft probably laughs about that, but I gotta say, even if it doesn't lead to anything, it's a good feeling to just think you said something, made your voice heard in some way, because we can't do much else from our position.
Yeah, that's true.
Look for it, sign it if you haven't already. I don't know, even if it's just a 0.001% chance that it does anything, just imagine it would. That would be amazing, you know. And it's also showing appreciation towards Syncora and everything that he did, and hopefully continues to do if the stars align. Yeah.
But anyways,
yeah.
Enough of the sad news.
Yeah. Too much doom and gloom. I think that was a pretty amazing day of 250 FPS. Lots of spectacular games. Holy shit, that last Lost World was something. Not close, but it was very fun to watch.
Yeah, it's really quite surprising just how much frags we saw today. Feels like some of these maps, you know, as I said, like Battle Forge, usually you see like, you know, like six frags across like the entire match, like, you know, that's pretty normal. And now we're just seeing like, you know, 30 frags total across like basically all the maps played. So it was definitely fun. I
think it was 34 frags, and even that one arrow walk game between who was it? The one with Cypher? Cypher versus Fork, even that was, or was it Helldown versus Cypher, I think. Yeah, even that was in the same ballpark and not much more. It was insane.
Yeah, indeed.
Holy shit. Yeah.
A lot of fun games. And
absolutely.
There is, by the way, a Quake Champions weekly tournament starting today as well. That is also sponsored by EGB, who are the sponsors for the 250 FPS League. I am not sure if I'm going to be casting that, because that's a lot of casting for one day. I'm not sure if I'm ready for that, but there are going to be a lot of the players are going to be streaming their perspectives. Cypher, actually, if I'm not mistaken, is also playing in Quake Champions tournament, so it looks like that's going to be a thing that's going to be staying around for quite some time. And there is allegedly a $1,500 kind of larger tournament that is not announced yet, but there's rumors that Cypher might be organizing something like that as well. So a lot of Quake coming up over the next few weeks. QuakeCon is also, of course, happening pretty soon. And next week, what day is it next week? It's 26th. I'm probably going to be available. Not sure about Rob, but yeah, worst case scenario,
I know that
we'll see each other again.
I think.
Okay.
I can't. I'm working that weekend. My vacation is over, and when I get back and sleep at like 8 a.m., I can't get up until 1. That's it's
Yeah.
not doable if I have to work. I'm sorry.
Fair
Also,
enough. Fair enough.
Also, very quickly, just Gecko said, bring back Diabotical 1v1. Yes, I know it's small, but also on the 26th, there's actually a Diabotical Duel tournament happening. Hosted in the US, but everybody can play. Starting 11 a.m. LA time. I don't know what that is for here. Like 5 p.m.? 7 p.m.? Something like that?
11 a.m. LA time?
LA. Yeah.
That's like 6, 7, something like that.
Something in that 7. It's gonna be evening for us. They actually made it that early so that people can play. I know the netcode is pretty good with lag reduction. I think up to 120 ping, it's kind of playable. Anything above that is iffy. I once played a 170 versus 320 ping against somebody from, I think, Australia or something. That was very weird. Like I hit rails where he was behind a wall for more than half a second, it felt like. But just as an info for you. So there's at least one Diabotical tournament coming up. Yeah.
Arena FPS is not dead. It's just
Nope.
It's just intermittently sleeping.
Yeah. Sometimes it smells a little bit, but that's okay. It's not dead, I swear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good description. Anyways, thanks everyone for tuning in. Thanks to you, Satan Inside, for joining me today. Always a pleasure to have you on. Any parting words from your side?
No, I'd just like to say thank you, everybody, for watching. Like, it looks weird. I'm looking at the chat on my screen, actually. Very professional. But yeah, always a pleasure. I hope I can be back as soon as I have a weekend off next time. And hope you had just half as much fun as we had today, because that was amazing. Thanks for the streams, by the way, today. You know, Leadhead taking over for
For
God,
Rob.
my brain is giving out for Rob. Thank you. I am so done. And yeah, I hope you all have a great rest of your Sunday and a good start into the week. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Well, that's gonna be the stream. Thanks everyone again for tuning in. We had Strange Brew with a Prime subscription on Twitch, much appreciated. And that was the 250 FPS week 7. I'm gonna say good night, a good fight, and I hope to see all of you next week. Bye bye.
Bye bye.